All right, good morning, David.
Can you talk a little bit? I know you got like the 80 snaps in last week, but with 2 days here, kind of what is your plan on how many snaps you want for starters, backups, and kind of go from there?
Well, we're scheduled for approximately 74. You know, you got to estimate on the 2 minute drills, which you're hoping to get 7 plays apiece. So we're pretty much scheduled for 74 both days. So it's going to be great work.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Diggs and Tyron Smith, will they do a lot today, or?
Yeah, see both those guys going. Absolutely.
Look, I asked you that because Diggs
Yeah.
is getting maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's going to go today.
Arnold Payne, WFAA TV. Can you emphasize again the importance of this work because the starters won't be, playing in preseason games?
Well, definitely. I mean, just count the snaps. You know, just once again, you're looking at 148 snaps over the next 2 days. So, that's the mathematics we're going by. So it's great work. Obviously, this is a great environment. Had a chance to walk the fields last night, so we're excited to work with Brandon and his football team.
Do you think the team, your players, the starters, get what they need in these practices as opposed to playing in those preseason?
I would just say the core of the decision is it goes back to risk assessment, and once again, I think when you have two football clubs that want to work together and have the same goals of what you're trying to get out of the practices, and that's why we're here. So I mean, they obviously are going down the same path as us as far as how they want to approach this week leading up to the game, and once again, we're excited to work today.
Where will go today?
Dallas, what's the message when it comes to the towing the line, the edginess when it comes to every 2 days? Jack
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we want to be physical and finish and so forth. But at the end of the day, we don't want any fights or things like that. But I think the biggest thing is to get back, keep the tempo up. Because all that does is it disrupts the flow of practice, tempo. Because pace of operation and competing against. Can I use my hands or what? Okay. So. Pace of operation and tempo is a big part of how you practice. So, that's it's very disruptive, and there's nothing good that comes out of it.
You expect Greer to go today?
Yeah, Will's scheduled to go today. Yes.
And how will Barr work back in today?
Slightly. He'll do the individual. Then we're gonna give him a little bit today, and then reassess tomorrow.
Hey, Coach, what's your approach on tackling? Obviously, guys aren't tackling full practice, but then come week one, it's kind of tackling looks kind of shabby. What's your approach on tackling? How do you plan to approach it?
Well, I mean, tackling is a fundamental, just like everything else, and there's components to it, and there's always a teaching progression to all the fundamentals. So when you break it down to the the approach, the footwork, the long stride, short stride. So those are things we work on every day. But once again, I think the reason why you do or you don't practice, it just all falls under that the umbrella of risk assessment and player safety.
What kind of camp is Zeke having thus
I
far?
think Zeke's had an excellent camp. He's had a great offseason, number one, leading into camp, and he's fully healthy. He's looked good.
Is he mindful with the opportunity to go against Rashawn Slater today, one of the best tackles?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, there's going to be some great matchups today all the way through. So we're looking forward. I know Mike is looking forward to it too. So this will be great work for us.
Is he someone who you feel has gotten stronger as camp has gone on? It seems like some of his more explosive runs happened kind of later in the fold. That was just my personal impression. Just curious what your thoughts were.
Over-evaluation, number one. But just kidding, Michael. But no, I think he's having a really good camp. I think really, if you just look the way camp goes, you got these ramp-up practices and so forth, and frankly, the run blocking units is a little bit of a disadvantage in those first 4 weeks. But I think now, as you see the offensive line and the run blocking unit come together, he's getting some cleaner looks, and I think that's probably part of it.
We'll be speaking to Parsons later, so just in general, your thoughts on him trying to build on last season, how he's looked so far in camp?
Yeah, I mean, Mike is having an excellent camp. He's trying to go back through the practice. I don't think there's been a practice that he hasn't made, splash play or been productive. So, I think just the biggest thing is as a defense is the connection with the others, and he looks a lot more comfortable, conceptually of what we're asking him to do, and once again, being flexible to create those targeting issues that it's a big challenge for an offense.
Did you feel that Leighton Vander Esch was playing his best ball since you'd been here at the end of last season, and has he carried that over into this training?
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember my exposure. I mean, obviously, I know the type of year he had before I arrived here, but obviously, he was coming off an injury season, and and that there's always a process that players go through with that. But I think clearly, I think Leighton's in great shape. I think he's past the injuries, And you know, he's in a great groove right now. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and I think he's, you know, we haven't played a game yet, but I think he's, you know, poised to have a great year.
Is the plan to move Micah around, or is it plan to keep him at the linebacker or the edge spot? How do you see him?
Well, I mean, linebacker and edge spot, that'll be primarily where he works. Yeah, so that's the plan.
How much of an assessment can you get on your defense going up against a quarterback like Justin?
Oh, shoot, it's going to be great work. Yeah, I mean, so impressed with Justin. I mean, frankly, last year when we played him, you know, I think it's like any player in this league. You know, you watch him on tape, and you know, because when you watch tape, there's no emotion. You know, you don't really feel the energy, you know, that's out there. And I was just so impressed with him in our game last year. So he's not only a tremendous talent, but I think he's, you know, just the way he plays. You know, he plays with a lot of juice, a lot of energy, both in the pocket and out of the pocket. And obviously, he can make any throw in the book.
This is the last one.
In the preseason, you obviously keep things schematically very simple, not wanting to show too much before the regular season. During a joint practice,
You're talking about 11 or 12 personnel, Mike. That's the inside joke. He usually asks that.
We know.
During a joint practice, can you show a little bit more of your usual stuff, or do you just?
You talking about today?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're not trying to win the skiing game today. To be honest with you, we just want to line up and, you know, hopefully, you know, we're not playing uphill schematically. We want the competition and the fundamental work. So.
Thank you.
Good. All right. Thank you. Thank you.